Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. We are here with the video that you guys requested. So we have the Perrin front control arm braces. These are going to fit the 2022 Plus WRX, which is right behind me. It's also going to be compatible with the Legacy XT, and the Impreza. So what's cool about these, if you guys are looking for a place to properly secure your car when you lift it up with a jack, problem is where do you put the jack stand? There's no place to put it. So these mount to the lower control arms of the vehicle, and they give you that place where you can go ahead and you can secure your jack stand. That way you're safe when you're underneath your car. But beyond that, there's an added benefit for handling dynamics. So these actually adjust the suspension geometry, especially when your vehicle is lowered, and it's going to help with understeer, under braking, and coming out of the corners under acceleration. It just improves your overall handling dynamics of the car. So let's get underneath the car and let's get these installed. It says install time is about an hour and a half, so it shouldn't be bad. I apologize for the noise, guys. I'm in Arizona. It's like 95 degrees out today, and I don't have AC in my garage, so I get air blowing from the house inside, so you guys might have a little bit of fan noise in the back. But let's get the install done. I'm super excited to get these installed. I spoke to Jeff about these, Jeff Perrin, about probably 2 months ago, mentioned it on the YouTube channel, and you guys said, yeah, I want to see an install video on these, so we are here to install them. Okay guys, so I wanted to go ahead and just install one so I didn't have to fumble through it and figure it out. It's actually pretty easy. It took me about 10 minutes total, but it's right here. So you can see how the bracket secures to the front subframe support frame, and then how it connects up top to the control arm. But let's start the other side. Install is very simple. All right, so let's come over to the other side. At the back of the subframe brace, you've got where your control arm connects to the actual chassis. We're going to remove this steel bracket here. I'm going to start by removing all these bolts and hardware. All right, with those 6 bolts out, now we can just slip this bracket out. I'm going to go ahead and clean up all these mating surfaces where the bracket's going to touch underneath this support brace here, just to make sure, like, there's a little bit of rocks and stuff up there. I'm also going to do the same thing up top, so I'm going to pull down on this control arm here, and I'm just going to wipe off where the bushing or the spacer is going to connect to the frame of the car to make sure it gets a flush mounting with no resistance from dirt or dust or grime or anything like that. And this is comparing the factory stamped steel plate with the Perrin super nice machined aluminum piece. Very nice. But look at the quality, guys. Look at all the machining and everything that goes into this. It's pretty incredible. I like the black anodizing. It's going to be a good, nice finish underneath, and it's going to kind of match and hide with the car. It's not going to stand out too much, like the Perrin logo and stuff on it. Looks really good. Like all those machining marks that you can see in there. Okay, so here's our bushing that's going to go to the control arm to space out that control arm to adjust the suspension geometry. So I'm not sure, what is that, about 10 millimeters, I would guess. So let's go ahead and grab this and this. Let's get them installed. Let's just pull down on the control arm slightly, and then this flat, wider edge goes towards the top. The beveled edge slips over the control arm, just right into place. There you go. Pull this piece down, kind of stick it in at an angle, and then you can kind of pivot it right into position. Line up all your bolts, and then you can slide your hardware in. I always like to get a quick peek at the Perrin instructions before I start. Kind of give me a heads up on what to do, so make sure you guys refer to that for torque specs and installation steps beyond what I'm showing you guys here. Also, make sure you guys use my promo code JDM Right Hand Drive 10. That'll give you 10% off at checkout. So it's all installed, guys. Look at that nice lift point here now. So if we got our jack over here, get a jack stand nice in here. Nice, easy way to safely lift the vehicle. And now we've got our bushing up top there. You can see that adjusts the geometry of the suspension control arm by the 10 millimeters. We got to loosen this up here when we get the car on the ramp to adjust the preload on the bushing that's inside there. But let's get these torqued down to the spec, and then this is done. Both sides went in super easy if you guys were considering this. I'll have a link in the description down below of these parts where you can pick them up on the Perrin website. I think right now they're like $269, which I think is definitely worth the investment to have that nice place to secure a jack stand in the front of your vehicle when you're working on it. I have the, quick jacks, so I probably won't use these too often, but if I just need to get underneath real quick and I don't feel like using the quick jacks, it's a nice alternative to have. And if you don't have, any type of ramps or quick jacks, this is definitely a nice feature to have, as well as getting the extra handling performance and traction, everything out of it. Also guys, if you are new to the channel, I've got tons of other install videos we've done. The way I built my car is if there was a modern STI, I use that as my inspiration as far as braking, suspension, bolt-on mods, and kind of overall performance. Lightly tuned, nothing crazy, but if you haven't had a chance to see those videos, I'll have a link in the description down below. Also, if there is any questions that you guys have, if there's something I didn't cover in today's install video, make sure you guys leave me a comment down below. I'll make sure I answer those for you. Hope you appreciate today's video. Thank you so much to Perrin Performance. I appreciate you guys sending these parts out for me to test and do installs for the VB community, as well as the other Subaru platforms that this is compatible with. Let's get these wiped nice and clean so they look sexy. These are 51 foot-pounds. I'll have a link in the description too for all the hand tools that I use and recommend. If you guys are not used to working on your cars, I'll put the tools I use to help get the job done. These ones in the back are 110 foot-pounds. This one, 103. If you guys want to see a full driving review with this part, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up. If we get 200 likes on this video, I will take my car up to Mount Lemmon and give a full driving impressions video with the car under acceleration and going around corners and stuff like that, and kind of give my feedback of what I see is different. But I need to take my car in and get the alignment done first before I can do that video, so that's going to have to be postponed until then. Make sure you guys hit the like, and I will make that video for you. All right, let's head back underneath. Let's finish tightening the control arm front bolt and adjusting the bushing. Definitely a hell of a lot tighter under here without my quick jacks. We're just gonna loosen this up a little bit. It says 1 full turn or more, so I'm gonna go a little bit more to make sure that it's good. And essentially what we're doing by having the vehicle on the ramps, the control arm is loaded under the weight of the vehicle, and there's a bushing in the middle of that control arm, and you want that bushing in its neutral position, and that's going to cause it to last longer, as well as give you the proper, when the vehicle's moving up and down and that control arm's moving around, you don't want the bushing deflecting pressures in a negative or positive fashion. You want it neutral so it can move freely. So now that that's done, we're going to go ahead and we're going to retighten things down. It's very tight down here, but this is what I was able to do. I had to have a swivel extension with a socket, an extension to my torque wrench, and I was able to get it torqued down. This is probably the most challenging point just because of the space restraints. There we go. All done. Man, I am super sweaty and it's getting hot out here. I'm glad to be done with this job. Look at the sweat there. And my garage is definitely heating up. The fans are struggling to keep it cool out here. I don't really have the right type of jack for that. I don't have the nice cup, so you guys definitely want to use that. I'm going to throw this underneath and just show you that it works. So there we go, guys. It's under its own weight. It's not really the right type of head, like I was saying, but it does work if you guys have the attachment like Perrin shows. So I'll have to go get some of those for my stands. Perrin also came out, if you don't want to do like the brackets that I'm installing there, you can just put these on your pinch welds. These are only about $100, so they're a little bit less expensive than the $269. And here's the piece of aluminum that comes with that to work with the OEM jack tool. So you can put that on there and then jack your car up, and you don't have to worry about damaging your pinch welds, which are kind of cool. You guys do your first test drive, listen for any type of weird noise or rattling coming from the suspension. If you hear anything weird, make sure you go back underneath and retighten all your bolts. Just do a quick double check on everything. If you guys want to see me do a driving review video, like I said, you guys hit the like button on this. And if we hit 200 likes, I'll go take my car up Mount Lemmon. I'll shoot a cinematic video. I'll give you all my driving impressions, all the differences that I can feel with the car as far as acceleration, cornering, braking, everything that's involved, what improvements I feel from these. I still have some other parts I need to install that are here. I just haven't gotten to it yet. I've been busy. As far as fitment, everything fits super easily. Nothing, was hard to install. Install was super simple. I did the install on the first one in about 10 minutes. So, I mean, easily you could accomplish it in the hour and a half that they recommend. And as far as what I've been up to in the garage, and if you guys have been watching before, I finally got the couch out of here. My oldest kids have moved out, got their own apartment, so finally can get some of the crap out of my garage. So we actually have some space to work out here. Computer is no longer out here. I've got an office back again because my kids have got 2 extra rooms. So anyway, guys, that's it for me. I hope if this video does anything, it inspires you guys to work on your own VB WRX or Subaru, whatever platform you guys are watching this video for. If you guys were considering doing these parts, I hope that these install videos give you the confidence to know that, hey, you could do it yourself. It's not that hard. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.